points.
A lot of people, I think even Jay would agree with us that day. Like, it shouldn't have been one more time at all. Daigo had was officially off course, but this is what I've been looking forward to seeing. Here we go. This is a grudge match if ever there was one, and I don't think Conrad's going to back down this time.
Conrad's going to be leading as the higher qualified driver. He's just got to run his line, stay high on the bank, good smoke. That's what we're seeing so far. Again, not a lot of bank tracks over in Japan, so Daigo's having some trouble getting used to this. Coming through the power alley, that's probably the smoothest we've seen Daigo as a chase run. Conrad's just running his line, not too close to the clip, but not too far off. Daigo's right on his door, tons of smoke. No major mistakes from Daigo. I think that's definitely been his over the weekend. He's struggled following drivers because he's had trouble adapting to the banking, but looking at this replay, he's stepping it up.
He hasn't been consistent at all this weekend, but look at Conrad's line. Like, I really don't think you're going to get a Camaro that can get any closer to the wall. I'm pretty sure he rubbed nearly the whole second half right there. Tons of angle. But Daigo wasn't too far off the wall either, and had a great chase line. And then right here, just sucks in on Conrad's door.
That magical word, proximity.
Proximity, but he definitely doesn't have the angle Conrad has. Conrad holds huge angle in like a big long wheelbase car like the Camaro. It's something you can do. Perfect line, but there's really not much in that one. You know, this is the problem we've been having with these guys. There's been nothing between them, and they've been getting one more time. Obviously, we agree Jersey was a little different, but Florida, like 2 or more times, you know, it's just crazy.
And I think it's important to note, let's talk about the drivers' meeting. So Conrad made sure to ask some questions about whether you should be allowed to shallow up angle to gain proximity, and the response was you can. It will be considered a small deduction, but they want to see you re-add that angle when you gain that proximity. And I don't know if Daigo did that, but interesting. So here we go again. This cone is not a pace cone. However, this cone is a turn back point, a point of no return, so to speak. If you feel that you were wronged on the start, you are allowed to stop before that cone and restart. The judges want to see both drivers enter the bank at the same time. We know that Daigo has ungodly amounts of horsepower, and Daigo sounds like not sure if it was tactics or if he just wasn't paying attention or just didn't get a good start off the line, but he exercised his right to get a rerun, and we're going to start them again. So you'll see these guys line up again. The Achilles Tires girls on the right, the Hankook Tire girls on the left. Here we go.
Wow. Here we go again.
Conrad wants another one. Again, this isn't a pace cone, but they do want to see both drivers enter at the same time. So if that means that you as a chase driver need to jump the start in order to have better momentum going into the chase, again, that is your prerogative. Of course, the crowd doesn't like that. We heard a couple boos rain out.
Conrad's not making any friends up in Seattle, that's for sure. He's getting booed like nothing else here. So I don't know if there's an infinite number of times they can do this, or I'm not really sure what the details are, but you know, someone needs to man up here and just get to the first corner, like, seriously.
Yeah, again, these are the rules that were laid out in the drivers' meeting. You know, there's a lengthy discussion about what would be allowed and what would not be allowed. Looks like see Robbie Nishida over there trying to talk to them and figure things out. Robbie's been doing a translation most of the season for Daigo. Robbie was you know, teammate of yours, Eric, over at Hankook Tires. Definitely. So it looks like a lot of discussion happening with Luke, the starter for Formula D, with that gray cap on, trying to explain things to Daigo, that they need to stay closer getting off the line, and that Conrad's probably going to have to jump the start a little bit to get some momentum. Here we go. And we have full power past the cone. That's a great sign. Daigo's going to be entering. Wow. Conrad right on his door at the beginning. Has to jump on the brakes in order to allow room for Daigo. Daigo's high on the bank. Some great angle from Conrad coming through the power alley. Yeah, this is where Conrad's really done well to suck up to the drivers. Closing that proximity. Switching back. Oh, Daigo spins out. And loses drift. Daigo loses drift around that clipping point. that, I'm pretty sure, is going to be a 0.
Yeah, I think that could be Conrad's saving grace there, because he came in way too aggressive on the bank. You know, he's definitely got a point to prove here, but he, he almost threw it away and had to correct. So here we go, third time's the charm. Finally got off the line.
That early part of the bank really was impressive from both drivers.
But look at this, Conrad just wants to get in there, but then has to correct, and Daigo's gone. So you know Conrad's on a mission right now to get proximity back, but he washes out a little bit and then powers into the first turn of the infield, and Daigo actually looked like he's hesitating a little bit out by the wall there, but here, yeah, Daigo's definitely spun
over-rotated,
first. Conrad really had nowhere to go.
Ran out of steering angle.
This is what we saw last year with Turk and Forsberg, exact same deal, so that one's all on Daigo, I feel.
Yeah, this is the last battle in the top 16, so I think it's safe to say that Conrad Grunewald is going to be moving on. Yep, unanimous decision. Conrad Grunewald gets the win. I know that is going to be one of the best wins that Conrad has had all season.
Yeah, it would have been awesome to see a bit more clean run between the two of them, because they could have gone at it. But yeah, that's what it is. Daigo made a mistake, and like we said, he hasn't really been feeling this place. Just hasn't been comfortable. But
crowd's going crazy.
That last
turn Conrad really feels like he earned the last 2 runs. Both in New Jersey and in West Palm Beach, he felt that he had to win both of those times. So this is really going to be revenge for him. And I know that he was looking forward to this run. Him and his team were looking forward to this run more than any other run the rest of the weekend. I think they would be happy if nothing else happened.
Absolutely. Well, it just shows you, like, that last turn is a really basic, second gear turn, and it just messes up so many dudes. Like, it's really not much to it, but you get overexcited, come in there and chuck the car too hard, it's going to over-rotate on you, and I'm really surprised Daigo did that, uncharacteristic.
So we are done with the top 16. I think we're going to take a quick break for commercial before jumping right into the top 8. We'll be back in a few.
It's 5:30 a.m. We got a car, a couple cameras. Gonna go have some fun. I can get closer. Here's the true test. Chris, let's see what you got.
Drink NOS, now with Complex 6 for high-performance energy and enhanced mental focus. Find NOS at your nearest Dollar General store.
And kicking off the top 8, we have Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Matt Powers. So we're going to be getting things